Hey everybody, it's Risky Fire here. Welcome to another World of Tanks gameplay video. So this is a continuation of the World of Tanks journey. In the previous gameplay video that I've done with the T34, I think we just got a gun upgrade and we took it out in a few random battles from that point onwards. So the basic purpose, or where I wanted to go with this, was to get back on the tech tree, and we was going to continue on to the SU-85, and then we was going to go all the way down the Russian tank destroyer line. So we're just about up to this SU-85 point now. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do one quick sort of last battle, which will basically tidy us up the last sort of gameplay of the T34. And then that will give us just about enough research points so that we can use the experience to get the SU-85 tank destroyer, and then we can we can take that out and give it a whirl, see how it performs. So that's whereabouts we are at the moment. So we'll just wait for the game to sort of fire up. Okay everyone, so we're just about to start. The map is Sand River. Fortunately I've literally just played this one on the previous go, so very familiar with the map, and I'm also starting off in the same position, so I'm going to go down this right hand side and kind of take up a spotting type position right in the right hand far corner. So that worked quite well in the last game, and hopefully it will have favourable results in this one as well. Since the last video to this one, it has been quite a long slog building up the actual experience points and research, so we'd had enough to get the SU-85. I thought it was going to be a much quicker process, but for some reason it just seems to have taken an awfully long time. But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to getting to the Russian tank destroyers and see how they perform. I have played with a few of the German tank destroyers, so I'm just going to take up position on this right hand side where this sort of giant sand dune is, and then really just see, we don't really want that guy up on the hill there spotting us. One of the previous issues with this gun is, or this tank, is all the guns are basically useless. From an accuracy point of view, they fire quite nicely, and they do a reasonable amount of damage, but just the accuracy, like I think the actual technical term is the actual dispersion. You sort of, from sort of one shell to the next, you're kind of like all over the place, and have had quite a few times when I've just been sort of firing and literally sort of hitting nothing but air, and it's quite annoying sometimes. Okay, so there's quite a little task force out here now. Let's get this scout.
Critical hit. Ready to fire. Penetration.
It's causing us a bit of trouble.
We're done for. Everyone get out.
And we're out. Okay, so we're back in the garage now after that last game. Didn't really work out as planned. We got sort of taken out by a smaller scout vehicle. Unfortunately that's just how it goes sometimes. So yeah, we are back in the garage now. So what I'm going to do is let's just go to the tech tree. So we go to the T34, and then we want the I also noticed there's the upgraded T34 as well, but I've kind of had enough of the T34, and I'm not too sure where that tech line continues. I'd like to get into this one. So let's spend some research. So I think I had about 21,000 experience, and I'm going to be using some of the free experience there, simply because I'm a little bit impatient. I think I'm just going to go with the basic crew skills. We need standard ammunition, of course, so we'll just go with that. I don't have any other previous crew, so we'll have to start with a fresh crew. And this is our new vehicle, which looks quite angled, quite chunky, and I've been taken out quite a few times by the SU-85, particularly in sort of small and medium tanks, so hopefully we will do well for it. I think it also probably suits more of my playstyle as well. I prefer to sort of sit back and spot and go for targets of opportunity and that kind of thing in any case. So let's just have a look at the actually probably easier to do it from the actual tech tree. Where are we? Oh, we've moved up to there. Okay, so this is the current weapon, which was the it's a slightly it's very similar to the last gun that we was using, but it's an upgraded version by a slight amount. So the other one was, I think, the S-54, and this is the S-54S. So I think I can see that the dispersion is a bit lower. I think the rate of fire looks faster as well. So see how we get on, and then yeah, from there. So we only really need this one gun upgrade, and then we can get an SU-100. So that's not too much hard work. With the T34, there's quite a few previous like prerequisites before we could continue on. So I don't think we're going to be in the SU-85 for very long. But okay, so let's. I'm just going to leave it all standard. I'm not going to bother fitting any perks. I think we might have some. I think I might have some. Yeah, repair kits. Oh, I've only got one. Oh, yeah, we'll go with it. I thought I had a whole bunch of them in the in storage, but we only have the one. So let's just go with this. So it's going to be the first time out, and yeah, I'm just going to kind of take a bit of a back step, try to keep hidden, and then yeah, hopefully get some kills. Okay guys, so we're just about to start taking the Russian SU-85 tank destroyer on its I don't know what I was going to say maiden voyage, but that's a shipping terminology, so I'm not too sure what the correct terminology would be, but yeah, we're taking it out for the first time. I'm going to see how it performs. So I think, I'm not sure if we're going to get down there. I was thinking about sort of going where that road path is, down that sort of way, but I don't know if we'll get down there fast enough. It might be better to sort of sit a little bit further back. Don't take the tree down. This actually might not be too bad a spot. It's not the best coverage or anything, but I think we might do okay here. We'll certainly put some I was going to say put some defence on the base, but that's actually not entirely the case. Let's move up a little bit further, get some well, that's not a great start, just lost our artillery. I don't know how he got spotted. Seems to be quite far back. I don't really know what happened there. It's got to take fire down there. Oh, the rooftop's in the way. Our partner took him out. Yeah, so far we're sort of 5 units down. It's not great. Okay, so there's already someone on the base there. See if I can just roll forward a little and see if we can see anything, hopefully without getting spotted ourselves. So I've got some sure he's gone. He's done a bit of a disappearing act. I know the base is being overrun, but I'm kind of not too bothered about it. Might just go head to head with this guy. Oh.
We didn't penetrate their armor. Bail out. This vehicle has had it.
Well, it wasn't the best start with the SU-85. Gonna jump in and get another game here. The map is Tundra. Okay peeps, we're just about to get off here, so this is going to be our second go with the SU-85, and the last performance wasn't great. Hopefully this will be better, although in the last game it was really more of a poor team performance rather than anything in particular on my part. Played this map a few times, I'm not super experienced on it. First contact.
We didn't even scratch them. We didn't even scratch them. That one didn't go through. They killed our driver. We're covering his position, but not very
I think
well.
we're gonna have to bail.
One of our tracks is damaged.
Run.
We're immobilized.
Oh, that's a mistake. I put the spares in the wrong slot. I couldn't escape from there. Probably should have stayed more frontal in any way. Anyway, it's a learning experience. Okay, so we're continuing the SU-85 journey now. This is going to be our third time in this particular tank. We've had two previous games. Both of those were dreadful performances, and hopefully this game will be a better one.
Time to roll out.
I think I'm going to take it a bit slower in this one, kind of hang back a little bit. I'm not sure where is a good position for tank destroyers to kind of hide out and lurk. We're not in too bad a position here, but I feel like we're really sort of too far back and out of the action area. Just get a shot off on this guy. Nope. Really just taking a pot shot there. Oh, this guy's up. Waiting for the reload. There's a couple of heavy tanks over this side, so I might be able to give them some support. I'm not sure what the Panther was doing. It looked like he was going to come over the hill.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Ooh.
Enemy is hit. Bail out. This vehicle has had it.
And another one down. Okay, so we're back in the garage now. We've just had another game with the Russian SU-85. So we've had 3 performances with it, and none of them was particularly good. Obviously, there's a lot to learn with this vehicle in terms of exactly what its capabilities are, the best kind of tactics for it, and all sorts of things like that. So there's a lot to learn before we really get into it. But in all honesty, I'm not too sure how long we're going to be in the vehicle anyway, because the research requirements are not very much before we can upgrade to the SU-100. So we'll be looking at that soon. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up now, guys. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed watching me die a lot in this video, and I'll be putting plenty more videos out soon, and hopefully you like those too. See you guys soon.